Hello everyone. Firstly, I'm going to talk about my inspiration. When I left home, I heard my dog shout. An interesting idea appears in my head. If I took the building away, my dog is suspending in the middle of air. I found it funny. So I started to observe everything in this way, and some fantastic phenomenon appears. When a mother is with her baby as a warm situation, in the beside room, someone is murdering another person. It's so different, just because of the barriers. In the airplane, you can use a toilet or eat, but if take away the plane, you are directly eating in the cloud. And also the spaceman. I think through this picture, you will understand clear. The barriers are buildings, walls, vehicle, anything that divide people into different spaces or carry us to somewhere or cities that we shouldn't be able to reach without them. How artifacts change our behavior. As you can see, I could explain this idea clear by a few pictures and words. Why would I use an artwork to express it? At the beginning, there are only a few goals and directions in my mind because I studied animation in my BA and I also interested in digital art. So I hope in this work they could have a combination and I only have some keywords that I could image for my final work. I did an experiment of using different way to present animation. We projected animation on a model of theater stage. Because of the position of audience, we hope they could still see a 3D train moving on the stage. So I used the theory of 3D painting. This is the result. This experiment maybe will work for my idea, a way of connection between animation and space. The topic of my research paper is in the work of four artists to study how is space constructed as illusion and physical materials. I read lots of books talk about how visual factors such as color, geometric elements applied in a space, how do they reshape this space and make different feelings for audiences, and also how a physical space works for a flat image. At first, the reason I choose this topic is not very clear. I just feel that I am interested in these things. After this research, I had a deeper understanding, and this research also affects me more. Here I'm going to talk about the three main tests. The first one is called transparent room. The second one is paper ghost room. The third one is broken room. The final idea I decided is the broken room. But as I did some tests these days, I feel that it is hard to develop more in this idea. Then I realized that I tried to express my idea, but the forms of them usually can be divided into two groups. The first one is express my idea clear, but the form is not interesting or very straightforward. The second group, interesting form, but can't express my idea clear. I felt that I always circles around this idea. I can't go further. The forms are limited by the idea. So I tried to leave my idea for a while and go to find some forms that I'm interested in. When I look back to the research paper I wrote and some tests I did, I realized I'm always interested in use virtual material and physical space and perspective to produce some illusion. Then I read some books about perspective, and I've read a book about how people use perspective to extend the space in old cathedrals. I think in the future I might explore more in this. Thank you for listening.